What is going on, YouTube? It's your guy, Rusty Tides, and I'm back today with some more Phasmophobia. We're going to be hopping back into some professional gameplay on 6 Tanglewood Drive, and we'll see how that goes. Power's in the garage. You. Let's hop in here. Good old foggy night. Flick you on. Come in here. You. Come on. I hear it already in the kitchen. That was a hiss. So it's immediately active. What are you touching? Dining room. EMF 3. So that was probably just an airball event, which means probably not an Oni. That's a 3. Got orbs. Let's go grab some more stuff. Not too shabby. Ghost orbs. Yeah, that's crazy. Last time it was this active, it was a demon, so let's go ahead and bring that and bring you. Let's just go ahead and set these up. Come back out, grab some more stuff. It be roaming quite a bit. About here. About here. It's getting cold, but not quite there yet. I like a ghost who's immediately active when I have higher sanity. Lets me know I'm at least somewhat safe. Unless it's a demon. Let's grab you, and you. I think this back glass is something that it could touch. Welcome back, Moldy Tam. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's gonna get freezing. It's still got time. We only just got here. Alright, so walked by that light switch. That's the breaker. That's something else. That's only a 3. Where are you? Are you here? Are you nearby? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? How old are you? Where are you? Are you close? It's just shortened. I didn't feel like typing out the entire thing. Oh, did it thrill this? So because this is professional, that means it's not going to be ghostwriting. Yeah, usually I do, but I always forget to update the current game tag. So I, started going, loaded up Phasmophobia, realized I forgot, and said, you know what? Screw it. It's Phasmo now. I've been good. Just, bit busy with work, all that kind of fun stuff. I worked a 14-hour day on Friday, so got home and I was extremely exhausted. How you been? Also, I changed some stuff with my setup, so if the game's too quiet, mic's too loud, all that kind of stuff. If you wouldn't mind letting me know, because I tried to do everything to, so it wouldn't sound too bad. But I can only test so much. I mean, it's dropping. I should probably bring in some salt. Your mic is at a good volume though, that's good. I have never played Phasmophobia, so I don't know how loud it should be. It's a very quiet game until stuff starts to happen. Then I get way too scared and want to quit. So we're only gonna do like a couple games of this, and probably either Stardew or RimWorld. I haven't fully decided yet. I'm gonna go grab some salt and see if I can get UV in the feet prints. Actually, let's put this one back and bring in some dots. That man's pinky finger when he's holding the thermometer is unnaturally long. Yeah. There's a lot of interesting stuff when it comes to this game. That's only a 4. It's doing everything now. I don't see any UV over here. Do I still have... I was not quick enough. Okay, so it did throw that again, so it is not ghostwriting. Yeah, like, look at the thumb. The thumb and that pointer finger. That pointer finger reaches for that. I'll worry about that in a second. That's close. Jeez. Okay, so no UV. I'm still not fully used to this game and it still scares me. Dots. I don't know. I need a second evidence. Probably going to be freezing. Just hasn't gotten there yet. Sanity's already at 56. I do not want to be hunted yet until I at least get the second piece of evidence. I've been good. I posted an animation I'm really proud of, even though it only got 850 views. It's some of my best work. I'll have to check that out later. When I got off on, what was that, Wednesday early morning, I checked out some of your stuff. It's pretty good. Again, you know, I don't know much about animation, so any animation I see I think is fantastic. It really gets me wanting to research it, you know, figure out how it's done. But I feel like, you know, that'll take a little bit of the magic away from me. I have my camera with me. I should be taking a picture of it whenever it does that. Alright, since I just took the sanity pills, alright, so we got some paranormal laughter. Probably not EMF. I'm expecting dots because I haven't really gotten anything else. Was I too late? Nope, I got it. Last time I had a ghost that was dots. I kept trying to get a video of it going through the dots, but it was in such a small room. I probably spent about 40 minutes trying to get it in. And it was a struggle. Have we gotten down to freezing? No, it does not want to hit the freezing temps. No, I haven't played it on multiplayer. It's just, you know, it's one of those things where my friends don't really play this style of game. I don't blame them. I mean, right now I'm only playing it for the views. I need to get a new chair that's not so squeaky. I'm only doing it for the views because it does really good on YouTube shorts, like the little clips of me being scared, so. I feel like multiplayer would take away some of the I take it you don't enjoy scary stuff. Was that dots? When it comes to scary stuff, I enjoy it with friends just because it takes away from it being scary. You know, when you're playing with friends and you're joking around and that kind of stuff, it's not as scary. I don't mind it, But, you know, it's, wow, my sanity. But it's not, you know, like my 100% personal favorite style game. Like, you know, I can play this and I can get jump scared and all this and that. But, and you know, I it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, you know, it you know, now I can't sleep at night. You know, it's not like that. I have you there. Let's put. How about here? I think that covers the room. Yep, there's dots. I think the multiplayer takes a little away from the fear, but also adds lots of fun in the game. When all your friends die and you're the last one there, and it's freaking terrifying, but also, yeah. Yeah, it can definitely add quite a bit more funny moments, but it takes away of the fear aspect. Um, but like you were saying, you know, if all your friends, if you're playing and all your friends die and you're the last one, and now you gotta try and figure out how to survive. That's when it can get pretty scary. So we got dots. EMF would be Raiju. Freezing is Yurei. Spirit box is Yokai. But again, that's also one of the things of playing by yourself is you get to take all the sanity pills so you never get hunted. Um I mean, I have everything in here to figure it out. I need to wait for it to either get down to temp or touch something with an EMF level of 5. Yeah, you're chasing me. That's close. Like you split up with your friends and later on when you can't find them, you walk into a room and they're just dead in the same room. It's like, I should probably run now. Yeah. It's the meme of, you know, Chuckles, I'm in danger. Where are you? Are you here? Are you close? How old are you? Where are you? Are you...
Sorry.
Spirit box. It's a yokai. So now... I don't think I got it. Yeah. Alright, let's go find the bone. Not... Oh, we got tarot cards. Does this game check your voice? I didn't know that. Yeah. I have it set to where it's push to talk. But yeah, it will, like if you have it as open mic and like the ghost starts hunting and you're talking as it's hunting, it can track you down by your voice and all that kind of stuff. Do you have arachnophobia? Yeah. Yeah, I've got arachnophobia. Like not so bad as other people, but yeah. Like, you know, I'm okay living in a house and there being a spider, but the second that spider comes into my personal space, then we got issues. Ooh, 1 on a scale 1 to 10. Depends on the spider. I would say like a 3, but it's more so of a, like, if I don't know what the spider is, you know, like if like you know, I see a black widow. Well, I know what a black widow looks like. I know if I don't mess with it, it won't bite me. It only bites as a self-defense mechanism. I'm not scared of it. You know, I'll grab something, move it out of the way. But when I see a spider and I don't know what it is, and if it would have bite me, I don't know how bad it will affect me. That's when the arachnophobia kind of kicks in. Depends on the spider. How about jumping spider? I know it's, you know, it's in your house, but you don't know where. When it comes to jumping spiders, I don't know. When I see them, I think more. Um, it was an animation a while back, an animator who kept animating them, and now after like seeing the animations of like this little friendly jumping spider, they don't scare me. You know, I think they are one of the more intelligent spiders. They're just super curious about everything. You know, I see them as like little puppies. They're just curious and want to see what's going on. Yeah, I would say I don't really have arachnophobia, but rather fear of the unknown, I guess you could say. You know, I don't know what it's going to do to me. I waited long enough. Got that. Let's see if I can take a... Where's my EMF? Oh, I left it over here. Now I need a picture of a ghost and camera. Like, what if you picked up a cereal box and turned around and there was a giant spider on it? I would definitely freak out and throw the cereal box and run away a bit. And then, like, you know, try and figure out what it is and the best way to take care of it, whether that's with a shoe or, you know, letting it go. Like daddy long legs, right? I have no fear of them. In fact, you know, if I see one in my house, I leave it alone because I know it keeps the other spiders out. Jumping spiders, I leave them alone. I already have a picture of you moving a video of you moving something. Brown recluses is kill on sight. Black widows, I don't. It depends on the black widow. If where it's at, it's not hurting anyone or anything. Like my dogs can't get to it, I leave it alone. Um, if not, then I move it. Um, it depends on the circumstance and the spider, but you know, if I don't know what kind of spider it is, then it's a execute with prejudice type thing. You wanted to say something, but I wasn't quick enough. Alright, what do I have? I need 1 more media, 3 more videos, 2 more pictures. What else can I do with the pictures? I mean, I could do a ghost. I could talk to it again, get a sound recording that way. Let's do that. I think this works. Where are you? Are you here?
Behind. It's toasting.
Yeah, I got that. From behind. Please don't get me from behind. Yeah, okay, so this is done. I'm very afraid of spiders. I could not live in Australia. Literally, just talking about spiders for too long makes me sweat too bad. Like one time a spider crawled across my leg and I froze, didn't do anything, and I just stared at it, started crying. It was pretty embarrassing. Yeah. I could not do Australia either. Australia has too many things that want to kill you for me to want to live there. Like if a spider's crawling on me, I freak out too and do everything I can to get rid of it. With extreme prejudice, I can't do that. Let's set you back up facing that way. See if I can get dots. Am I gonna get sucked into the same circle of just trying to get dots repeatedly? This is the same struggle I got sucked into. Let's move this one. Get it out. Okay, at least I got the picture, right? Yeah. The good old red light ghost event. Alright, walk through the dots again. I dare ya. That's not what I asked for. That's too far. I'm looking at a black widow brown recluse spider map on where to find. Looks like the safest place. Yeah. I very like. Like at least with black widows, the only time they really bite, their biting is a defense mechanism. They don't do it maliciously. You know, they like the little home and they like to stay there. The only time they bite, they bite out of fear of getting crushed. So they're kind of easy to handle. I just don't want to deal with the venom of one. They can smell fear. I do believe some spiders can smell fear. I was sitting in my living room the other day, and I was watching TV, and across the room, I saw a spider crawling on the ceiling, and I was like, he's on the other side of the house. He can stay there. I don't care. He's over there. I'm here. You know. But can I not record that? You know, he's on the other side of the house. Oh, I was trying to record the wrong thing. You know, he can stay there. I'll stay over here. I'll keep watching TV. Everybody can be happy. And then it started moving. And then it stopped. Okay. He's a little closer now. And then it started moving again. Until it got right above me and stopped. And I was like, nope. I got up, went to the kitchen. I was like, he owns the living room now. I'm going to stay in the kitchen. It's his living room. I think I'm going to struggle and try and get dots for the next 40 minutes again. I don't want to. I know what I can do. Is this a hiding spot? Yeah. I was taking a mini vacation over to my dad's and there was a spider web in the doorway and I kept ducking underneath it whenever I passed through. And I still do that even though there isn't. Today I was cleaning out taking a bunch of stuff to the dump. And in the back shed there's a bunch of spiders and spider webs, and I had to clean that out, and I put gloves on, and I basically wanted to be in a full hazmat suit, just because the amount of trash that was there on the ground had been there for so long. I didn't know what crawled in, how friendly anything was. So that was a fun time. I just tried my best not to think about it and just kept going. I'm gonna put you down there for now. And I'm gonna go grab a smudge stick. One thing I have to do to get better at this game is I do have to get hunted. Excuse me? I will have to get hunted. I don't like getting hunted, but it's what I gotta do. Alright, now if it blows this out, I can get a recording of that. Try to pull a fast one on me over there, did you? Bro, if there's ever a point where a spider crawls up my sleeve or pants, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll just faint and hopefully not wake up till it's gone. I will say, at least with like 99% of spiders out there, that honestly might be the best tactic. Because a lot of them, they just crawl around and try to find a home. So, where are you? If you leave them alone, then they just leave you alone. So that might be in a bad way, the best tactic. Just treat it like a bee. Just ignore it, and it'll go away. Can you blow out the candle? Thank you. I like bees, they're friendly. Yeah. Bees are super nice and super friendly. Alright, I got all the photos. I need one more video. What can I video? Object, orb, ghost, and fire extinguished. Yeah, I like bees as well. You know, they're pretty nice. You leave them alone, they leave you alone. They're just here to smell the flowers. Wasps, they're okay as long as they're not trying to build nests on my house. Then we're fine. If it can touch a door, I can get a video of it touching a door. What kind of ghost is it? It's a yokai. At what sanity can yokai hunt? Oh. So I'm finding out it's a really good thing to have push to talk in terms of game recognition. Because a yokai can hunt at 80% sanity if the player is talking within about 1.5 to 2 meters of the ghost. Otherwise, it has a standard hunt threshold of 50% sanity. So basically, don't talk. Bro, I have a serious beef with wasps. When I was like 7, I stepped on a wasp nest and I was near near blackberry bushes, so when they were stinging my legs, oh, that. But then I looked down and realized I wasn't going to school the next day. Yeah, that just seems like a bad time. You're trying to get away from the wasps, and you accidentally go into a blackberry bush, and there's one in my growing into my backyard that I have to trim back, and those have some sharp thorns on them. Yeah, that sounds like a bad time all around. That's why, it could be 95, 100 degrees out, and whenever I'm doing yard work, I still do yard work in at least jeans. I mean, I typically wear Carhartts, but I wear, at least jeans. Like, even though it's hot, and my wife goes, why don't you just wear shorts? You have shorts, and I'm like, because it's, there's wasps that like to make nests in the ground. I had no idea I stepped on a wasp nest until my legs began to fail me. Yeah, I don't know what would be worse with that. Not knowing you stepped on a nest and having your legs fail you, or knowing and then freaking out because there's wasps chasing you. I'll be here. Maybe I can get it with this. What are my objectives? I've done my objectives. Actually, it's been more active over on this side. Let's see if I can get a recording of this. Maybe I should add more of these to the bring in thing and into the truck inventory. Maybe I could also get a light flicker. It never stays in the dots long enough. I don't know how you're supposed to get a video of it in the dots. Thank you. That's all I needed. Have a good time. I've never had it stay in the dots long enough to be able to get a dots photo. That's everything. I got the bone. I got the objectives. That's everything for this game. That's sketchy. The fact that you have to get Spirit Box as an evidence and it can hunt at 80% sanity.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
That was my first perfect. That's surprising.